Welcome to the ancient future. Unfortunately, COVID-19 has again surprised us and this time has destroyed the world as we know it. However, thanks to our extensive study of ancient history, we know how to properly rebuild our world, bringing only the best of civilizations and leaving behind the worst. These great examples we've decided to bring to the table are the role of women, religious belief systems, and a person's example to live by. In terms of the role of women have had to live incapable of reaching their full potential for centuries, including ours today. This must stop. And in order to do so, we must look at the progressiveness of our ancient Egyptians. In ancient Egypt, women were able to hold high office and occupy powerful positions, such as viziers, overseers, governors, and judges. In some cases, a woman was even allowed to rule as a pharaoh, which surpasses our world today, which has never even seen a female American president. In ancient Egypt, women had a role other than being a wife and a mother. They were able to take on other occupations such as priesthood, makeup artists, and salonists. These women had independence both financially and recreationally. And get this, women even had equal pay to men, which we still haven't succeeded in achieving in our world today. Taking in the progressiveness of ancient Egypt is important to us, as it will ensure that women never have to live with the fear of not being able to be as powerful as a man. However, as progressive as ancient Egypt was, I cannot say the same for ancient Greece, specifically the city of Athens. This ancient city treated their women as objects. Their roles were to be a wife to their husband and a mother to their children, and that was it. They could not hold office, vote, or own any other property. They were not even allowed to leave their house without the presence of a man. Essentially, they were living as a prisoner for no reason other than their sex. Unlike the rulers and leaders of Egypt, Athenian women were expected to not think. They got no education and had to be unobservant and unopinionated to whatever their male keepers would say. The Athenian treatment of women is important to leave in the past, as it creates the idea of women not being people, but objects. Our world today, religion is a topic often associated with a lot of strife and rivalry. Instead of uniting us, it has separated us. In the ancient world of Mesopotamia, this was not the case. They had a polytheistic religion which believed in approximately 3,600 different gods and demigods. Depending on your personal physical needs and beliefs, you can pick and choose which gods you worshipped and were most devoted to. The religious beliefs of Mesopotamia have laid the foundations of many key factors we still believe in and cherish today. Some of these teachings can be found in the Mesopotamian Epic of Gilgamesh, which talks about always being careful that your actions do not wrong anyone and to always let go of the past but never let go of what you love. This system will be important to bring into our new world since people can believe what they need to and not face any prejudice. A time of religion that we must leave in the past is that of the Catholic Church during the Middle Ages. The religion of Christianity quickly went from a religion to a money grab situation from the church. They used propaganda to manipulate people into paying indulgences out of fear. Not only that, but during the Black Plague, devotees named flagellants began a charade of do-it-yourself Catholicism, which became dangerous. This may have been related to the fact that there was no other God for the people to believe in, and if they did believe in a different religion, then they would have been prosecuted for having separate beliefs, just like the Jews, who were being executed by the thousands for supposedly starting the plague due to their non-Catholic beliefs. This is essential for us to leave in the past, as religion should not be what separates and corrupts us, but instead what brings us back together. Our new world would require that we have someone to look for as an example, a person to represent us and our beliefs. I propose that this person be one of the greatest men of ancient China, Confucius. Confucius was a philosopher who asked practical questions on human morality and ethics and how we can live in moral and cosmic harmony. He believed in the importance of education, family, and tradition. One of his most important beliefs is that how a leader should be. Confucius says that a leader must lead by good example, using respect rather than force. Confucius would be essential to live by, as our future leaders can look to him for advice on how to properly lead and bring prosperity to our future, instead of creating chaos and manipulating power. Contrary to Confucius, a leader, if you could even call him that, which we must leave in the past, is Commodus. This ancient Roman emperor is an embodiment of what power and ego can do to a person. He did not care to lead his people to great new heights, but instead cared only for the pleasures that came with the throne. Commodus believed he was a god and acted as if he was one. Commodus put himself first and led his empire to a time of instability and chaos. A ruler like him is one that is important to leave in the past, and we must do everything in our power to steer clear of. As we plan to rebuild a new world, we must remember what we value as human beings and how we can bring out the best in ourselves. I believe that this can be done following the progressiveness of ancient Egypt, the religious belief of ancient Mesopotamia, and the guidance of ancient Chinese philosopher Confucius.